अब वो होते तो कितनी डिफरेंट बात होती ना। सोचो उनको कितना फ़नी लगता, अम्मी अबू कितने खुश होते अगर अगर वो होते। Sentences like that my sister and I utter, I don't know, countless times a day. Where the world thinks we have settled down, we are happy, living our own lives. There is nothing wrong in that we are living our own lives. But the kids, the children who lose their parents, they live in another world where every sentence, every day, every event, everything starts with agar wo hote. It's the 8th of November today, and if life had given me just a little more time, my Abu would have been 58 years old. 1967 to 2025, 58 years on this earth. At least that's what it should have been. But life does not always ask us before it changes everything. There is a thing about grief. Some days it feels like a quiet ache, a gentle knock on the heart when you miss the mornings, the way your dad used to feed you each Nawala before going to school. Abu Pas, I don't want to eat. And he will always be like, okay, you just have to take 5 more bites. And all I would know, there were never 5 bites. Appa. And some days, grief is just like a storm you're not ready for. A wave that comes crashing when you least expect it. No matter what way you are, maybe you're enjoying and having the time of your life, and then you feel this feeling where your heart is sinking into your stomach, and nothing feels all right, and everything will feel all right if you could just have them in front of you and go hug them and never let them go. And then there are days when life is rushing. Phone calls, errands, messages, cooking, deadlines. Busyness giving a false sense of normal. And suddenly, out of nowhere, their faces appear in your mind. That peaceful face I saw last time in the coffin. Still, calm, silent. And for a second it feels like your chest tears up open, like your heart wants to jump out and scream. No, this cannot be real. They cannot be gone. How they're not responding to you. They are your parents. People say time heals. And yes, it softens. It turns sharp pain into a dull throb. It teaches you how to carry what you cannot put down. कहते हैं ना, वक्त सब ठीक कर देता है, मगर सच ये है कि वक्त हमें सिर्फ जीना सिखा देता है. To live with that pain. The loss does not leave. We just learn to walk with it. Grief and loss also comes with the guilt. There were times I used to feel guilty for laughing again, for feeling happy. Like joy meant forgetting. But grief has its own wisdom. It taught me that moving forward is not betrayal. It's love. Continuing, as they say. Grief is the price we pay for love. Because when you deeply, deeply love someone who is gone, you do not move on. You move with them. उनकी यादों के सहारे, उनकी बातों के सहारे. क्योंकि रुकना तो हमारे बस में है ही नहीं. तो हमें चलना ही है. बचपन से मुझे पोइट्री, गज़लें, ये सब सुनने का बहुत शौक था. क्योंकि मेरे अब्बा को बहुत शौक था इन सब का. एंड देन whether it was उर्दू, अंग्रेज़ी, पर्शियन, एनीथिंग. एक शेर था जो मैं बहुत सुनाती थी सबको और सबसे बड़ी दाद वसूल करती थी. मुझे नहीं मालूम था कि वो शेर मेरी हकीकत बन जाएगा. ताहश तेरे चेहरे को तरसेंगी निगाहें, यूं तेरे बिछड़ने का न था वहमो गुमान भी. So if you're watching this and you have lost someone, I want to tell you something. You're not weak. You're not dramatic. You're human, and you're loving someone who you cannot physically touch anymore. That's one of the hardest things a heart can do. And if today hurts more than other days, it's okay. Some days are going to be heavier. मेरे पापा एक बड़ी गाते होते थे, जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा. And whenever my sister and I are humming these things, these songs, these ghazals, it's only for our parents, because the ek shakhs is our dad, our mom. And how we would do anything to see them once again, for one last hug, for one last touch. So trust me, go and tell your loved ones that you love them, because you don't know when you're ever gonna see them again or not. Life is so short, too short. This is reality. Tell your loved ones that you value them. Say your sorries. Please do not sit on your egos. Take pictures, a lot of them. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Make memories. Because sooner or later, these moments, these people will become memories. So make sure to make really good memories. Talk to them, hug them, say sorries, take pictures. And for everyone who carries grief, I want you to breathe with me in and out. You're allowed to feel this. You're allowed to cry, and you're allowed to smile again. Grief is not the end of love. It is love. Learning a new language, and in that language there is both hope and pain. Pain of not seeing them again, and hope to see them soon. क्योंकि गम मोहब्बत की सबसे गहरी ज़बान है, और हम वो खुश नसीब हैं जिन्हें ये ज़बान आती है. And this pain is a proof they existed, proof they mattered, proof your heart learned in its purest form. And isn't that in its own way a blessing? क्योंकि जो लोग हमारे दिल में रहते हैं वो कभी ख़त्म नहीं होते, वो हमेशा मौजूद होते हैं. They live in our voice, in our laughter, in our anger, in our habits, our prayers, our strength. And in those moments when we stand tall, because once they taught us how to rise. So yes, grief hurts, but it also holds. It breaks you and builds you, steals breath and gives depth. Because it is the price we pay for a love that was real, honest, sacred. And if this ache stays forever, then we saw it. To feel this much means we loved right. दिल का क्या है उसको समझा लेंगे. वो कहते हैं ना, वो मेरे साथ है साए की तरह, दिल की जिद है नज़र भी आए. This is a tribute to my प्यारे अब्बा and my mom. I hope you guys are happy up there, and I know you're looking after for us, even from the heavens. So rest in peace until we meet again and be together in heavens. ये हम ही हैं कि तेरा दर्द छुपा कर दिल में, ये हम ही हैं कि तेरा दर्द छुपा कर दिल में, काम दुनिया के बदस्तूर किए जाते हैं. And to मेरे प्यारे अब्बू, मेरे बेस्ट फ्रेंड, दिस इज़ फॉर यू. कहाँ हो तुम, चले आओ, मोहब्बत का तकाजा है. गमे दुनिया से घबरा के तुम्हें दिल ने पुकारा है. कहाँ हो तुम, चले आओ.